All right, I'm back. So, what I wanted to get done today was this next zone, which is strategy. So at this point, we can now search the web for uh, whatever we want in terms of stocks, and we have these quick actions here for web search, and then trending, and then sectors. These are I'll probably change these out later, um, but basically, you can ask through a chat GPT like interface current market trends or whatever you like, and Claude 4 web search API will do the web search and come back with a response for you. Upon that result, you can then move over to the compare and compare the list of stocks that you generated from the discovery. After that, you can then send your final stock to an analysis that you filter down by to then see candlestick charts and metrics and indicators off of that, as well as chat with any of that. So that brings us to then the strategy, which would come after the analysis. That's what I want to focus on today. I basically want to create the same type of layout and feel to be able to chat within um, the zone or view that we're on at that current stage. So we'll get this started. We're in the analysis zone, so we're going to need, what do we have for zones? We're going to need the zone manager. We're going to need the strategy for sure. Compare, search, and then we'll need our routes. We're going to need the analyze, the compare, the zones analysis. I think these are actually what we want. Whatever, we'll leave it. Strategy for sure. Okay. And then we have some stocks, stock search, and then some TypeScript utilities. We have some stock types, stock chat, and that should be enough. So we'll keep it simple. I want to do the same treatment now to the strategy zone and create the same chat GPT like UI functionality we have previously done for the compare, search, and analysis zones. See what we get. Let's see what we get. So strategy zone now is the same chat-like interface as the other zones. Here's what I implemented. Chat interface with natural language strategy requests. Strategy types, swing trade, day trade, position trade, option strategy. Smart parameter extraction automatically detects strategy type from query, extracts risk tolerance, parses account size. Okay. Follow up on support, modify position sizing, make this more conservative. Okay, that's cool. So we can do some follow up questions, hopefully. Rich strategy display, visual strategy cards. Okay, we'll see. And then what option strategy works for NVIDIA? Okay, so it updated the route and the strategy zone.tsx. Awesome. I guess we don't get to apply it. What do we got? Okay. Unexpected any, select a different type. I mean, yeah, chat message isn't defined. Let's just throw it in there. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, cool. So let's test this out. Uh-oh. All right. Let's test this out. Here we go. So we go to strategy. Cool. Out the gate, not really that good. Okay, let's see. It really wants you to give it a stock for it to trigger the right response. Huh. Creating a strategy for Apple, day trade mode, moderate with 100,000 bucks in the account. It's kind of funny. Okay. Entry strategy. Okay, here's a comprehensive swing trading strategy for Apple. Aims to capture 3 to 5 day price movements in Apple using technical analysis and support resistance levels. Entry strategy would be current price 214 entry conditions. Primary entry would be 208 on the pullback. Secondary entry would be 205. Entry triggers if the price touches support level and RSI between 14 and 30 and 40. MACD showing bullish. Okay, so overall, so entry strategy. Okay, it's currently at 214. Entry at 211. What is the likeliness of the entry price point taking place in the near future? Oh, wow. Based on Apple's current market conditions, assuming current price around the 190, 195 range, well, that's not right. The re-entry point of 211 and 205 are relatively unlikely in the very near term because these entries require an 8. Okay, so that's not right. The stock is at 214 right now. It's losing context. Okay, so it came back with that. Primary entry point at 214. Wait for 30 minutes of market to avoid early volatility. Enter long if price breaks above 214 with above average. Okay. Enter short if price breaks below 213 with above average. Explain how to do this more simple. Okay. Here's a simplified version of the Apple day trading strategy. Look for Apple at market open, 2 entry points, morning momentum around 212 for a significant dip to 205. Set stop loss about $2 below entry. Take target profit about $8 above entry, maybe 100, 200 shares. Exit same day, don't hold overnight. Use 5-minute chart to spot entries. That's interesting. This is real similar to what somebody I know does. Okay. This is pretty close. This is really, really close. Let's just dump this into Cursor and see if it can kind of make it a little better. This is a test of the chat. It could be better with the context awareness. So we need to create more layers and nestings in the route to allow for more context from the chat history and overall stock data. Okay, let's see what we get. Layered context management, conversation context interface with nested data structures, enhanced follow-up detection. Let's see what they mean by that. Follow-up analysis, okay. Let me get to the top of this thing more. Conversation context. I'll have all this in there. Conversation history, okay. Console logs, okay. Analyze query for different follow-up types, modification patterns, change, blah, 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 clarification, what, how, execution, as symbol. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. Okay. All right, let's see what we get. Just gotta fix some of these errors. Why won't it let me bring this over? It's so crazy that like it knows like vaguely about itself to fix when it's not printing the correct container to apply. It's like a self-fixing tool. Final strategy type. This is interesting. Oh, huh. Strategy object. Okay. Not quite. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's go to strategy. Let's try. Yeah, I like real general questions. So this is where it's. We need to fix this immediately. The general quick actions are conflicting the with the AI chat scoping and only allowing a user to start the chat with a with conversation having a stock symbol in it. This needs to be more fluid. Let's see what we get. All right, let's see what we get. Okay, so we go here. What are we getting? Cool. And then strategy zone. Quick strategy prompts. For some reason, it's not letting me apply it. Okay. Let's give this a shot now. Strategy. Okay. These are cool. Let's do yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, not doing it. Still not working. This is using the quick action to make this align. Okay, let's see what we get. I mean, let's just try it like this without even. Okay, so don't be lazy. Here we go. God, that's so annoying. So if I do that, it'll work though. I think what, okay, well, that's cool. We're doing Apple again. Maybe we just do like a general, quick action. I'll try this a couple more times, and if not, we'll do like a general chat. Hmm. What is, this isn't even TypeScript. I guess it doesn't, I don't know. Bizarre. The cursor's been acting really weird lately. Okay, let me see this thing real quick. Start it from the top. Nope. Nope. Not at all. Failure. Also, this is a TypeScript project. This thing's not doing good at all. It's really struggling on this. Let's see if this works. Okay. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Um, if this works, this should just work without even restarting. I know. It actually does need to be refreshed. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is painful. This is painful. I mean, what for Tesla? Yeah, this is awful. Okay, we are going to start a new chat. Strategy zone. And that should be fine. Okay. We need to tighten or need to allow a user to ask a question without having to provide a stock symbol. Why is this not working? Okay, let's see what we get. Okay. So it was a front end misconfiguration. General questions get a streamlined AP call without stock data. Okay, let's see if this actually works. Okay, the front end needs to check if it's a general strategy question before requiring a symbol. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Strategy. Okay, so detect a general strategy question. Nice. Okay. Very cool. Let me break down the key considerations for trade risk, standard risk management guidelines. Blah, 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 blah. Very cool. Okay, so let's try this. What's a good entry and exit levels? Did it detect it's a general question? Yes. Okay. Here's some key concepts for entry and exit levels. Support and resistance levels. Example, if a stock has bounced off $50 multiple times, that level could be a good entry point. Very cool. Okay, so what stop loss should I use when investing in NVDA? Okay. So when you add in a stock symbol, it brings in the context of the Yahoo API with the oh, this is super cool. That's really effective. Okay, so NVIDIA strategy. Based on the given parameters, I'll help determine an appropriate stop loss for NVIDIA with detailed reasoning. Oh, this is cool. Technical stop loss would be 168. Current price. Please stop below the support level. Accounts for NVIDIA's typical volatility. Gives trade room to breathe while limiting risk. Okay. Stop provides some masks. So it's a 3% stop loss. Technical. So wait. So it's a 3% stop loss. I usually prefer one or less. Oh, wow. Okay. You're absolutely right about preferring a tighter stop loss. Strategy overview. Focus on momentum-based swing trading. Use 1% stop loss for tighter risk control. So max risk per trade would be 1%, since the account is at $3. Well, that's not real. Accounts at 3, yeah. That's funny. Okay. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. The account has 100K, not 3. I apologize for any confusion. Okay, so risk management, max loss. I want to see if it took in the 1% stop loss though. Trade 3%. No, that's still 3%. No. 1% stop loss on a 100K account balance. How much to allocate? Let's see if it still knows we're talking about NVIDIA. Yes, okay. Let me calculate the position size with 1% risk on a 100 grand. Account size 100 grand, maximum risk is $1,000. This is the most you're willing to lose on this trade. Let's say you set a reasonable stop loss at 2% below entry. So 355 stop loss, risk per share, maximum. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Total position value, 283. So you'd have a 283 shares times $176 per share would be 50 grand, I think. Keeps risk at exactly 1%. Okay. Give me a few, or give me a scaled speculative profit tiered outlook. See if it can help me live in a fantasy world. Okay, here's a tiered speculative profit outlook for an NVIDIA with scaled targets. Stop loss. I still think it's wanting to do a 3% stop loss, whatever. Count size, yeah. Position size. Summarize that or make it really simple for me to read quickly. Okay, current holding 339 shares at 176. Key levels, blah, blah, blah. Entry points at 174, 169, and target 195. Quick take, prices above both entry points, position healthy. Today's range, blah, blah. Currently up from entry, profitable position, next move, hold position, maintain stop loss. Okay, so it's kind of there. I mean, this is pretty much, I think, what I want out of this. Maybe we can get the strategy analysis is better. The responses, better style, and less verbose. These should be more glanceable. Here we get Format use, okay. Here we go, okay. Not always. Okay, so let's give this a shot. Follow, oh, this is cool. Okay. Let's restart this. Okay. Okay, let's do a different one. Position trade. Here we go. What is a good risk to reward ratio? Cool. That's way easier to read. Starts with 1 to 2, risking $100, potentially make 200. Okay. I like NVIDIA. What is a good strategy for investing and trading on them at the current price? Because it keeps saying to wait for it to go down, and it's like, well, what if I want to enter tomorrow? Then what can I do then? Okay, so oh, this is cool. Way easier to read. Wow. Bullish position trading. Uh, okay, so it reprinted that. I don't mind that. Um, Entry at 174 still. Secondary. Okay. Target. Entry points at 165. Current target. Okay, so okay, give me a strategy based upon that and my account balance of 100K. Okay. Long position on NVIDIA swing trade. Profit targets. Target 1, sell 60. Explain more. I don't understand. This is wild. Let me break down the current trading strategy in simple terms. NVIDIA's trading at 176 right now. You would own 212 shares, total investment of 37. So the stock has been moving since 173 and 176 today. Primary entries at 174, which we're already above. Backup entry. We're aiming to sell at 212. Okay. Stop loss at 162 to protect against big losses. Okay. This creates a 1 to 2 to 5 risk reward ratio, risking $1 to make potentially 250. Oh, I saw that wrong. A 1 to 2.5. Okay. The entry exit points, the risk management. Let's just say yes. This is really effective now, though. I mean, it's answering questions I have. Okay, so we asked for entry, risk, and profit. Okay. Okay, so okay, so what is the profit best case scenario? Okay. Best case. Target 1, if all targets are hit. Total maximum profit will be 17 grand. which would be, yeah, what's the ROI? No, this is an ideal situation. Best case, all targets hit. Minimum would only be a 10%. Okay. All targets would be 40. So explain the ROI more and scenario based. Okay. Current position metrics, scenario analysis. ROI would be 21% on the target scenario one, of profit at 37 212 from 174. Okay, this is what I want. Current scenario. Okay. Probability standards 70%. Price reaches 190 to 195 range. The ROI to 8 to 11%. Profit of 3 to 4 grand. Medium probability. Price reaches 200. Okay, this is cool. Probability scenarios. Current market volume. Oh, this is really cool. Okay. This this is pretty much what I want out of this zone. So I think we'll stop here for now. And yeah, we've made a lot of good headway. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.